Our journey begins in ancient Greece with Alexander the Great. Born in 356 BC, Alexander reigned as king of Macedonia for just 13 years. But in that short time, he created one of the largest empires in the world, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. His military tactics are still studied in military academies today. Fast forward to the 15th century and we find ourselves in the Ming dynasty of China, under the rule of Emperor Yongle. He commissioned the construction of the Forbidden City, a masterpiece of Chinese architecture, and initiated the voyages of Admiral Zheng He, which brought China to the global stage. Moving to the 18th century, we encounter Catherine the Great. This Empress of Russia expanded the Russian Empire, modernized its administration, and patronized the arts, paving the way for Russia's golden age. Then in the 19th century, we meet Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln led his country through its greatest internal crisis, the Civil War, and in doing so preserved the Union, abolished slavery, and modernized the economy. Next, we have Mahatma Gandhi, who in the early 20th century led India to independence from British rule through non-violent civil disobedience, a strategy that inspired civil rights movements worldwide. Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister during World War II, stood firm against Nazi Germany, inspiring his countrymen with his defiance and stirring speeches. In the mid-20th century, Martin Luther King Jr., a civil rights activist in the United States, advanced civil rights through nonviolence and civil disobedience, inspiring millions around the world. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison for his fight against apartheid, later became South Africa's first black president and won the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to dismantle the country's systemic racism. Angela Merkel, the first female chancellor of Germany, led her country with a steady hand from 2005 to 2021, navigating numerous international crises during her tenure. Finally, we reach Jacinda Ardern, the current Prime Minister of New Zealand. Ardern's empathetic leadership style and decisive action during crises have won her international praise and recognition. To sum up, these 10 leaders, from different eras and regions, have left indelible marks on world history. Each of them, in their own unique way, has demonstrated vision, courage, and tenacity, and their legacies continue to shape the world we live in today. Their stories remind us that leadership is not about power, but about making a difference.